So, Chris, will the Lakers end the series Friday night?
Shannon, congratulations. Your superstition won out. This won't go 6, as you said, knowing it would go 5. It's over. It is over. Skip, you covered enough NBA Finals to know when a series was 3-1 and you knew who was going to win outside of, obviously, 2016 with Golden State and Cleveland, the worst thing in the world was for that team that's down to win the game 5, and you got to travel for the players and the media. You got to travel all the way across the country for a game 6 that you know is going to end in the finals. Obviously, they're not traveling now, but I do think the Lakers certainly want to get out of the bubble, and I think the Heat, even though they're not going to give in, they're going to give it all they have. I think everybody's ready to get out of that bubble. So I do think this ends. Look, I know it's tough to close a team out, right? They always say that's the toughest game to win. But I actually think the big game was last night. That was the swing game. If Miami had won that game, now all of a sudden, not only is this a series, but Miami has all the momentum and maybe a little doubts creeping into the Lakers' minds. Obviously, the Lakers win. They have full command of the series. If they were going to get tight, it was going to be last night, and we're just judging from what we saw with LeBron. But maybe you're right, Skip. If he was tight, it was the first half last night. That's over with. Nobody on the Lakers should be tight on Friday. They should just close this thing out, and I think they will.
I agree. I believe they'll close it out also. The thing is that in order for the Heat to win, Skip, Jimmy Butler is going to need to score probably somewhere between 115 points and 130 points over the next 3 games. He's going to have to basically have 3 historic games in order for them. And then Anthony, AD, and LeBron is not going to have to play up to their level that they're capable of. Because if they play up to the level they're capable of, even if Jimmy has historic numbers, they're going to lose this game. I believe they lose. I believe the Lakers close this thing out. And if they come out early, because the longer you stay around, they're going to keep fighting to the end. But if they come out and do like they did in game 1, and a few shots fall early, because KCP hit a couple of shots early. Danny Green didn't play a whole lot last night, didn't play his normal minutes. But I believe it's over also. I believe that LeBron and AD, Skip, 3 months in an aquarium is a long time. And that's basically what they've been living in. They've been living in an aquarium for 3 months. And it's like, you know what? We get an opportunity to go home. It's like, hey, if you clean up the house, I'm going to let you go to the mall, or I'll let you go out. Okay, win this game, and you can go home.
Gone. My turn. This series, this finals, was over before it started. It was an epic mismatch. That's what my friend Chris Broussard told us first day before we were making our predictions. Epic mismatch. It took the all-time greatest finals triple-double in the history of the finals by Jimmy Butler. 40, 11, and 13 with no three-point attempts. It took that for them to pull off what I still believe was the biggest single-game upset in the history of the NBA Finals in Game 3. It was Jimmy or bust, and it was all Jimmy all the time. I've never seen anything like it. But it took that for them to win one game, and it took whatever heart is left in them. I think that they gave it all last night. They left it all on the floor. They're just not good enough. One team has 2 superstars. The other team has no superstar. One team is veteran to the core with playoff Rondo and KCP and Markieff and Danny Green, players who've been there and done all this before. And the other team last night played high minutes, 3 rookies. Do you realize Tyler Hero's the youngest player ever to play in the finals? He played 37 minutes last night. Duncan Robinson, a rookie, played 32 minutes last night. And would you believe that Kendrick Nunn, another rookie, a good one, but still a rookie, played 26 minutes and went 2 for 11 last night. And their offense kept degenerating into little Kendrick at 6'2", dribble, left-handed, trying to take it inside against AD and getting his shot blocked. It was a joke to me. What are you doing? Well, it's just who they are. The Lakers' point guard, LeBron James, is bigger and stronger than the starting center for the Heat. Bam. I'm sorry. They're just too small. They're too short. They're in the end, not good enough. So the only competition left on Friday night is LeBron versus AD for MVP. And I think it'll be an epic battle. It'll be a shootout between those two, which is just more bad news for the Miami Heat. They will be bystanders. They will be set decoration for the epic MVP battle on Friday night.
I think we the MVP. I mean, the guy's averaging. He's averaging the most points.
Oh, you think it's over? I don't.
Chris, I mean, how does someone lose the MVP if his team wins? He's averaging more points, more rebounds, more assists. Am I missing something, Chris?
Right. And he's shooting 54% from the floor. Skip, I'll say this. If AD and LeBron do have that mentality of let me go out and show I'm the finals MVP, I think that plays into the Heat's hands.
No.
There may have been some of that at the beginning of Game 3. I don't know. When LeBron came out and was doing, trying to do too much, I thought, because I think after the first 2 games, AD was the MVP. He was the finals MVP after the first 2 games. It was kind of like Denver. Early on in that series, he was MVP. But obviously, Game 3, he played poorly. LeBron wasn't great, but he was better than AD. And then last night, I think clearly LeBron was the better player. So I agree with Shannon. I think LeBron is in the lead firmly. And I think LeBron would have to fall flat on his face and play horribly, and AD would have to go for 40-something and 20 to win the MVP at this point, because I just think LeBron's got a safe lead on it. And even when LeBron plays badly, he usually gives you 25.
You're desperate for it.
So I think LeBron's got it.
Stop it.
You see what he tried to do?
Trying to do anything.
No. Because at first, now he told me at the beginning of the year, Chris, that this would be LeBron James's toughest challenge to win a finals, to win a title, because he was in the Western Conference, because of Kawhi had snatched the rug out from under him. And so many teams. This was going to be his toughest.
Did you predict there was going to be a pandemic and he was going to get 5 months off to get ready for the playoffs?
I predicted Chris Broussard. Can you tell what I did predict? Who did I predict was going to win the title? I said, Chris, and you sat right here. I said, Chris, I need you to come with me. I said, I got one more chair on this bus, this bandwagon for you, Chris. I want you on it. I don't want anybody else. You say, nah. And even I tried to get you back on it. You came and said, okay, I'm going to go with the Lakers. And then you saw the Clippers. You let Paul George and Kawhi fool you. And you're like, I got to go. I said, Chris, don't do it. That's what a friend. I'm your conscience, Chris. I was on your shoulder. I said, Chris, don't do it. But you wouldn't listen.
Wait, did the Lakers beat the Clippers when it mattered?
Huh?
Did they have to beat the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals?
We beat them, Skip, in the play-in games. We beat the brakes off them. You remember LeBron James hit that shot and then D'd up Kawhi and D'd up Paul George at the end? You remember that?
I remember Game 1 when LeBron and AD scored 2 total points in the fourth quarter. I remember Christmas Day when Pat Bev blocked LeBron's shot, his 3 to tie, and it went off his hands out of bounds.
Okay, we'll let you hang that banner. Yep. Opening night, you got a banner. You beat the Lakers. On Christmas, you got a banner. You beat the Lakers. But when it mattered, we going to drop a banner.
When it mattered, the Clippers weren't there.
In January, January, Jeannie Buss going to drop that.
Yep. And the NBA God said, let there be LeBron. Yep.
And you're going to do it again next year. Go do it again next year.
Oh, okay.
Don't start talking about next year.
Okay, you're right,
See
Jeannie.
what happens Friday? You're the superstitious one around here.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.